Good morning, guys. TJ here with Daily Grind Fantasy Sports. We're building out a 5 flex slip over on PrizePicks, and it's going to start off with this MLB play right here. Sandy Alcantara over 5.5 strikeouts. I'm going to show you guys why this is a profitable bet playing over on PrizePicks, and let's go ahead, jump in to the 5 flex slip right now. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and start off with the Sandy Alcantara play that I just mentioned here, the over 5.5 strikeouts. Right now, direct comparison to multiple sports books that also have this set to 5.5. Now, as we see, the average sportsbook market is set to minus 159 odds. And in our 5 flex slip over on PrizePicks, we're getting this at minus 119. We see right here, Pinnacle has the over 5.5 set to minus 186. FanDuel minus 138. DraftKings minus 145. Barstool minus 165. Caesars minus 170. So some different variations here between the sports books on where they think Sandy Alcantara's strikeout line should actually be. Obviously, these sports books set their lines individually. That's why we see Pinnacle at minus 186 and FanDuel at minus 138. But the average here is still minus 159, so we're looking at a 57.3% fair odds percent for Sandy Alcantara to hit this over 5.5 strikeouts. For each individual leg in our 5 flex slip, we're looking for roughly 52.3% fair odds percent. So obviously, this is a very good, profitable play over on PrizePicks, especially in the long term. So if you are a plus EV bettor, these are the types of plays you want to be locking into your 5 or 6 flex slips over on PrizePicks. Let's try and build this out before this inevitably gets bumped. I just want to refresh PrizePicks, see if it did get bumped already. It hasn't. So we're going to start off with Sandy Alcantara over 5.5 strikeouts. We're going to go ahead and add in another play. I know I jumped ahead, but there's a fantastic UFC play right now that I want to touch base on. Darius Flowers versus Jake Matthews, under 1.95 total rounds. So that is 2 rounds. Right now, the sports books currently have this set to 1.5, so roughly 7 minutes and 30 seconds of fight time with slight juice on the over. So we're getting that way better number here on PrizePicks. Essentially what this means here is total rounds is what it's going to show on the optimizer. But if we go over to MMA and we type in, who is it? Jake Matthews. So we're going to type in Jake Matthews. You'll see it display as fight time. So what this means is 9.75. So anything under roughly 2 rounds is going to get you a cash. And again, direct comparison to 2 different sports books that have the over-under set to 1.5 rounds, which is roughly 7 minutes and 30 seconds, because each fight round is 5 minutes. So if we have 2 rounds, that's 10 minutes. So under 9.75 fight time is roughly for them not to make it to that 3rd round or complete round number 2. And again, direct comparison to 2 different sportsbook that actually have this set to 1.5, so 7 minutes and 30 seconds, with slight juice on the over. So that means we have basically 2.5 minutes of wiggle room for Matthews or Flowers to finish the fight for us to be successful and cash out this slip, or this play, 64.1% fair odds percent is what we're looking for this individual leg here. And there we see Sandy Alcantara bump from 5.5 to 6. And that's what I wasn't hoping for that to happen while I was making this video, but I kind of thought inevitably by the time I do post this, it's probably going to get bumped. So we're going to have to go ahead, readjust. We're going to have to make up for this Sandy Alcantara play. And that's why you have to be quick, guys. You got to be fast. You got to be efficient, because these fantastic lines are not going to last. And that's why having a tool like the DGF optimizer that we have is a really good way to stay ahead and find the most profitable bets on these DFS apps. So unfortunately, we got to take out Sandy Alcantara, but we will start with this Jake Matthews under 9.75 fight time. Again, if they go north of 2 rounds, we lose. Anything under 2 rounds, unless it's like a minute or 5 seconds left in that 2nd round, we would lose as well. All right, so we're gonna dive back here. We're gonna give the optimizer a refresh. We're gonna see if that Sandy Alcantara play. And guys, look how quick that is. Sandy Alcantara already off the board. That's how fast we're pulling these lines. We just saw Sandy Alcantara get bumped on PrizePicks from 5.5 to 6. It's already off the board. So that's just how quick and efficient the optimizer here is at DGF. We actually have a really good play here for WNBA that we can also add. Shatori Walker Kimbrough under 15.5 PRA. Right now, direct comparison to Betano that has this set to minus 128. So a 2 PRA discrepancy between PrizePicks and Betano. We're looking at a 64.2% fair odds percentage for Shatori to stay under 15.5 PRA. See, they take away a good play, they give us another one. So we have Shatori under 15.5 PRA. We have this Jake Matthews, the Celtic kid, love that, under 9.75 fight time. And then, guys, moving on down the list, we have another MLB play that we can add that I will actually get to here. But let's take a look at these Valorant plays because we have some really good discrepancies. So if you guys haven't seen our middling video, I'll go ahead and post a clickable link right here, right now. In this video that you guys can go ahead, click, and if you don't have an understanding on what middling is, we go over it in that video. But right here, we see we have Natalcia and Kaha, okay? Direct comparisons to underdog. Right now on PrizePicks, Natalcia over maps 1 and 2 kills is currently set to 29.5 on PrizePicks. It's 32.5 on underdog. That's a 3-kill discrepancy between PrizePicks and underdog. Really good middling opportunity. If she finishes at 30, 31, or 32, we cash both sides of this play. Same thing here with Kaha. Over 25.5 kills. Right now, the sportsbook line, again, a direct comparison to UD, showing 28.5. 3-kill discrepancy. And guys, if you have our middling tool, which is something brand new that we just came out with, you will see both of these plays on here. Direct comparisons, 57% chance for her to hit on PrizePicks. Kaha, same situation here, 56.9% chance. So 56.9% chance for Natalcia also. But just direct comparisons, really good way to find middles quickly. This is a really good tool if you guys haven't checked it out. This is our new DFS middling tool again. So we're going to go ahead and add in this Natalcia over on Valorant. And I don't think they're on the same team, are they? Natalcia over and then Kaha. They are on the same team. Okay, so unfortunately we can't add both of these players together because they are on the same team, but that's okay. You guys understand the middling opportunities that we have. 3-kill discrepancies on each of them. We're going to take Natalcia. Actually, you know what? Yeah, we're going to take Natalcia over 29.5. And guys, you should be middling these. You should be playing the under on underdog. I've already done it. So if you're taking the over on PrizePicks and there's a big enough kill discrepancy, you should be taking the under over on underdog. So moving on down the list, so we already have Shatori PRA under. We have the Jake Flowers fight under 2 rounds roughly. We have Natalcia over 29.5 kills. Let's go ahead and add in another UFC fight. Actually, you know what, guys? Let's go ahead and add in this MLB play, and I want to talk about this really quickly because right here we have Alec Marsh under 4 strikeouts. The sportsbook line is set to 4.5. So you guys might be thinking to yourself, okay, so why are we playing the under on PrizePicks if the sportsbook actually have this set to 0.5 higher? Well, we have to take into consideration the odds in which these books have on the specific play. So right here, we see Barstool currently has the under 4.5 for Alex Marks strikeouts set to minus 240. That is insane juice. Same thing here with BetOnline, minus 200 odds for him to go under 4.5. So yes, we are getting the worst number on PrizePicks, but again, this is heavily juiced on his under. So even with this line discrepancy not in our favor, we're still looking at a 56.1% chance for Marsh to finish under 4 strikeouts based on the odds that each of these sports books are currently offering. So we're going to go over to MLB. We're going to type in Marsh. Is it M-A-R-C? Yes. No, it's not. Is he already off the board? How do you spell Marsh? M-A-R-S-H. Is he off the board? Marsh is off the board. And that's why, because people were taking his under 4. PrizePicks was getting an influx of money. They're going to go ahead and readjust their line. Let's just make sure I didn't spell him wrong. Okay, yeah. So Alec Marsh is off the board. So again, guys, we're going to have to adjust. Let's go ahead and just continue on down the list. We're going to stick to UFC here. We have Alex Pereira and Jan Blachowicz over 1.95 total rounds. Again, that means we need them to complete 2 rounds. That's all it is. So you're going to see the fight time over here on PrizePicks is most likely going to be set to 9.75. I think I have to type in Blachowicz. Here we go, 9.75 over fight time. And again, this is a direct comparison to 2 different sports books that currently have the total round set to 2.5, so 12:30 in terms of fight time. Juice on the under to finish, but again, that's a 2.5 minute discrepancy between PrizePicks and the sportsbook line, so a really good play there. Minus 146 implied odds are what we're looking at if this was a direct match to PrizePicks. And again, we're looking at a 57% fair odds percent to hit. And then moving on down the list, guys, we're going to finish this off with another UFC play. Kevin Holland and Michael Chesney over 2 total rounds. Again, direct comparison to two different sports books that have this set to 2.5. Juice on the under, but again, big discrepancy. That is a 2.5 minute difference between PrizePicks and the sports books. So Kevin Holland and Michael Chesney. I think I have to type in Holland here. Again, when you do search these guys, you're going to be looking for fight time. So the over 10 fight time means completing 2 rounds, getting to that 3rd round, and as long as it starts and there's no KO in 0.2 seconds, I don't even think that would count, then we hit the over. So that's going to be our slip, guys. We have, so unfortunately, no MLB. We tried 2 plays, got bumped. 1 play got bumped, 1 play got removed. We have Jake Matthews, the Celtic kid, under 9.75 fight time. Shatori Walker, under 15.5 PRA. We have Natalcia, which you should be middling over on UD, taking her under of 32.5 as well. We have her over 29.5 here on PrizePicks. We have Jan Blachowicz, over 9.75 fight time, and then we have Kevin Holland over 10 minutes fight time. Guys, you got to be quick when you're entering these slips, so make sure you're doing so. If you guys are going to be tailing this slip, go ahead, hit that like button. Make sure you turn on that notification bell and smash that subscribe button as well for all of our future content. I'll catch you guys later. I love you, and let's cash.